Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Deep Dive. You know how sometimes you feel like you need a complete life makeover? Well, today we're diving into something much more manageable and, frankly, way more effective.
Yeah, exactly. We're looking at atomic habits, these tiny changes that can actually lead to some pretty huge results over time. We've got some fascinating insights to unpack from, a bunch of expert opinions and research.
Awesome. So, we're not talking about those big dramatic resolutions that fizzle out by February, are we? This is a different approach.
You got it. This is all about understanding the power of small, consistent actions. Things that maybe don't seem like much on their own.
Okay, so what's the core idea here? How do these tiny habits add up to real change?
Think of it as the aggregation of marginal gains, right? Like you improve just 1% each day. Maybe that's just reading one more page or walking an extra 5 minutes. It might not seem like much in a single day, but over weeks, months, even years,
Start to add up.
it really does. It's like compound interest, but for your personal growth.
Hmm.
And what's amazing is how easily we dismiss these small wins. Our brains tend to crave those big instant transformations, but that's not usually how lasting change happens.
And I think that's where the whole atomic habits thing comes in, right?
Mm.
Breaking things down into these tiny, manageable actions.
Absolutely. So small they almost feel insignificant, which is the point. Because when they're that small, you're more likely to stick with them, even on those days when motivation's low.
It's about making it so easy you can't say no.
Exactly. So think about making your bed every morning or drinking a glass of water when you wake up. These are things that take almost no effort, but, and this is key, they reinforce this identity of someone who's organized, who takes care of themselves. Each tiny action casts a vote for the person you want to become.
It's like building momentum in the right direction.
That's the great way to put it.
Now, we've got to talk about this framework called the four laws of behavior change. While we don't have time to dissect all of them today, it seems like this system is designed to take the guesswork out of habit building.
For sure, this framework really helps you analyze and design your habits for success. It's more about strategy than just willpower, which can be pretty unreliable.
It makes it feel more like a science than just hoping for the best.
Right. And it gives you a way to think about why some habits stick and others don't.
Okay, so one of the key takeaways from our research is the power of your environment. Now, it's more than just keeping a tidy desk.
Right. Yeah, it's deeper than that. It's really about recognizing how much our surroundings influence our behavior.
So it's kind of like setting yourself up for success or failure, depending on how you structure things.
Exactly. It's about making the desired behavior the easy choice. If you're trying to eat healthier, well, stock your fridge with healthy food and, maybe hide the junk food. Or if you want to read more, keep a book on your bedside table. Make it visible, make it easy.
So it's almost like those little nudges can have a big impact over time.
They really do.
Another biggie we got to mention.
Yeah.
Tracking your progress. I think a lot of people underestimate this. Why is this so important?
It's interesting. It's all about feedback. When you track your progress, you make it tangible. You see the results, no matter how small. And that's motivating. Plus, it helps you catch those slip-ups before they turn into major derailments.
It's almost like holding yourself accountable, even if it's just to yourself.
Yeah, you get that sense of progress, and you can course correct as you go.
Our sources talk about the work of Guest Name, this renowned expert in the field who backs up a lot of these ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And for anyone who's ready to dive deeper, the book Atomic Habits by James Clear comes up a lot. There are also habit tracking apps out there, right?
Oh, tons of them. They can be super helpful for actually putting these ideas into action.
So just to wrap up here, the big message is small changes consistently applied lead to big results. Atomic habits, they might seem tiny, but they have this incredible power to transform your life over time.
Couldn't agree more. It's that consistency, that dedication to the process that unlocks the magic of compounding. And when you think about it, it's really empowering. You have the control to shape your life one tiny step at a time.
So listener, think about it. What's one tiny habit you could start today? Something so small, it almost feels silly. Maybe it's, I don't know, meditating for 2 minutes or making your lunch the night before.
Or even just writing down 3 things you're grateful for.
Yeah, exactly. These are the atoms that build a better you. Thanks for joining us on the Deep Dive. And remember, small steps lead to big transformations.